Hello guys, how you doing? Ladies, gentlemen, subscribers and everybody else. As you may know, I look extremely tired. Yes, I've just come back from Benidorm and look at those. Oh, mosquito bites. Out of everybody that went, I was the only one who got bitten. I'm just so juicy. That's what I'd put it down to. So anyway, I did say that before I went to Benidorm, we were going to have a little chat when I get back. Kind of like the channel has grown a little bit, but it's not really taking off. And this is my, third channel, with the second one being taken down for inciting violence. But anyway, I've been wondering whether I should actually just maybe concentrate on one game, with that game being Hell Let Loose. A lot of the other videos that I put up, such as Generation X, a little bit of Postscriptum, and a few others, they're not really that popular. I might get 400 views. It means not many of you are actually asked in looking at them. You're not bothered about my opinion. I presume a lot of you are just here because I get access to Hell Let Loose. And then, of course, once the game's released, I expect most of you just to disappear. So I'm kind of like stuck in the void with not really knowing what to do with the channel. Whether I should do playthroughs, whether I should should I just play the game? Should I try and do some guides or things like that? So I would be interested if you could put in that comment box below what you think is probably the best content on the channel, and what do you think my strengths and weaknesses are, and what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Completely open here. You can slag me off all you want. Tell me what you want. If I'm nothing, I can't think of the word. There's magpie. I can't think of anything other than just be completely honest, because I'm always honest with you. If a game sucks, I shall tell you. Leave that in the comments box below. And while we're at it, why don't we do a little bit of a Q&A? I did one before on a live stream on the previous channel, and it seemed to go quite well. So you can, if you've got any question at all you want to ask me in all my 46 years of wisdom, then go ahead and put that in the comments box below with a Q before it, so I know it's a question. So when I flick through, and I will do a video on some of those questions and put the questions on screen with your username. They can be daft, they can be serious, they can ask about my gaming history, you can ask about anything you want to at all. So leave that in the box below. So that's that. So Benidorm, in case you wanted to know, all I'll say is the Newtown section of Benidorm, the bouncers are extremely violent. And if you didn't know, new part of Benidorm, the majority of the island is actually owned by the mafia. Yep, crime gangs, Russian gangs, you name it. I personally saw one lad who was thrown out of a club, and one of the bouncers ran out with an earpiece. He was talking to somebody, and next thing you know, there was probably 7 or 8 bouncers came out of all the other clubs, and some of them, while they were running out, were putting on Kevlar motorbike gloves. And when I say they smashed this lad to pieces, I literally mean it wouldn't surprise me if that lad's dead, because they knocked him unconscious. He was on the ground, and then they proceeded to take it in turns to kick and stomp his head while he was on the floor. No, I'm not joking. From there, anybody that was filming it with a phone, I saw somebody else, he ran up and says, "Are you filming it?" The lad went, "Yeah." He got knocked out square on the jaw. All he was doing was filming, and then the other bouncers went round really aggressively asking if people had filmed it or were filming it. They were smashing the phones and threatening them. Now, one of the guys I was with stepped in. He wasn't filming. He stepped in to say, "Look, I think the lad has had enough. You're going to fucking kill him." One of the bouncers grabbed him and they slapped him. They didn't punch him. They slapped his face with one of these gloves on. And for a couple of days, I only went for 3 days, he had a red, looks like a port mark. You know, when some people are born with that, we call it a wine or a port mark. He had a bruising all along his face, and it was swollen. The police arrived. They dragged the lad unconscious into the back of a van and left. Of course, all the police are corrupt, and they're all in it as well. You've got to be very, very careful if you go to Benidorm and you go to the Newtown. Just be careful, lads. If you want to go out and have a respectable meal, or you want to take take your lady out there, you want to be going to the Old Town. It's where the Spanish go. You can have a nice meal. It's just a completely different vibe to it. There's no idiots going on a stag do. You know, when there's an old couple, an old Spanish couple holding hands, romantic, walking down into town, and then somebody behind them's got a knob drawn on them, with dildos in their hands, and running around with a 6-foot blow-up cock. It just makes the English look ridiculous. and I'm quite ashamed of the attitude to the respect of that town and just the way the English, just fucking scum. And I'm extremely patriotic, as you know, but is it any wonder the Spanish hate our guts? No, it's not. But anyway, as you can see, I'm extremely tired, and these bites are bloody killing me. So I shall say au revoir, bonsoir. I don't know what that means. You know what this video is about. Leave crack at bottom, and we shall see you in the next video for the Q&A. I have got another video of Medal of Honor, which I probably will continue that series, and then that'll be the end of that. And I think I've also got a Call of Duty Modern Warfare video to go up. And of course, when Hell Let Loose comes out, we know we're getting 40 in the next one. I will cover that, but probably I won't be looking at anything else. I was going to show some World War Z videos, but again, that's another one. What's the point? Nobody cares. Anyway, I'll see you in another video coming real soon. Bye-bye. Okay, get your knickers off.